Hello, people. My name is Kale Boss. The only boss. Oh, wait, what else? Have you heard? Wait, do you know that Tap Tap Send is live in Texas? Oh, you didn't know? We went to New York. Now we are live in Texas. So people in Texas and around, all you have to do is to download Tap Tap Send. Yes, Tap Tap Send has become the most unique, secure, and fast way of sending money across the world to your loved ones anywhere. Okay, so download Tap Tap Send on Google Play Store or App Store, and when you're in Texas or around, you just have to put in the code TXGH. What did I say? TXGH, and you get $10 for your first transaction you make. Mahama media, Texas, you drew. Very soon we'll conquer everywhere. Download Tap Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Tap Send. It's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Everybody check now. Check it. Fa check it. Fa check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't will make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, check it. Fa check it, check it. Fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer, check it. Fa check it, check it, check it. Put sugar level, fa check it. Fa check it, check it, check it. Fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Everybody check now. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Things as well. But for information, this is still Showbiz Daily. Showbiz Daily here on Sammy Flex TV. And when we sit like this, we sit to discuss some of the prominent issues in our showbiz space. And today, being one of the shows to wrap up our year for 2023, we are here going to take it cool, calm, and collected. My name is Sammy Flex, and I want to believe you're also ready. How is it going so far at your end? How is the Christmas going so far at your end? Want to believe you are doing fine. Kakra ewo butomuso, because that is what is more necessary. Kakra ewo butomu. Chemo kakra mo butomu. Aha! You have to make sure there is more. You don't need plenty. Like you don't need plenty. Small that person down kakra bia obetuma down na wa enema. I pray I pray say kakra be botom na no so watimi dia enema. But that is just by the way. In the studio, Roland Amate is here from Shagzy. I just saw Shagzy guys doing some giveaways to their drivers, and Shatawale shared that on his timeline. There's something we're talking about later, but because Roland is their digital communicator, let's ask what that process was about and what it means to the drivers and the riders of Shagzy. Ro, how is it like?
First of all, let me wish everybody a Merry Christmas in advance and a prosperous New Year. In fact, it's been a very wonderful year if you ask me.
Okay.
Yes, I know so many people might have experienced certain challenges. Of course, it is no different from what everybody has felt in the year under review.
True.
However, we still give thanks to the Almighty God for the protection and the guidance even throughout the year till the time that we are still about to complete. And we would also want to say big ups to everybody who has been able to stand the test of time. Everybody who has been able to survive even up to this time. Well, it hasn't been easy. Well, for Shagzy, it has been a very beautiful year to us. this is the year that we chalked our second year in the space. So getting to the end of the year, of course, there are some people who play very key role in making Shagsy a success. And the first point of call is, of course, our loyal customers, of which the drivers is part. And they are our immediate ones. They are closer to the company and the office. So from the CEO to the whole team at Shagsy Ghana, we thought it wise that, okay, why don't we appreciate, it is of course the end of the year, so why don't we appreciate some drivers who have played key roles in helping us maintain the good name that we have done in the year under review. So that is what, so the CEO decided to bless them with hampers, very beautiful hampers. In fact, the hampers were loaded. Hey, if I see my heart cross, I say, hey, people are going to chop Christmas. And yeah, so it was a gift to some of our loyal drivers, the ones who have helped us in the space.
Oh, okay. So those are some of the photos online.
Yes, and we did that for them. Among other incentives that are also on. Not long ago, he gave some of them some stipends for fuel and all that. So periodically we choose some of the hard-working drivers, of course, those who would come on top, those who will be having more trips and all, to reward them. And some of them received fuel coupons. Others also received cash.
Oh, okay.
Yes, others also received cash. Some, whether you own your car or you working with the Shagsy Ghana car and all that, all these guys received. But I also want to tell our riders that they are not also left out in this particular jubilation or celebration. Of course, theirs is also on the way. So very soon, yes, we are going to have some beautiful packages for our riders as well.
For the riders as well?
Yes, for the riders as well. So they should, just like the drivers, or theirs came out of the blue and surprise, that is the same way the riders' own is going to come. And as I have said, they are part of the family now. So if you are not part of the family, we will just entreat you to be part, because in the coming years, Shagsy is going to grow bigger and better. And we love everyone.
How old is Shagsy now?
2 years.
2 years.
Yes, 2 years.
I see.
We are
you guys still have 3 more trying years.
Of course. Yes, I know, right? But the 2 years have been very, very good. And we would want to say God richly bless everybody who has been part, and the potential ones, we also entreat them to also come on board and make Shagsy big.
Very well. God bless every business, because every business feeds other people, and other people also feed other people as well. So in every business, we pray that no business collapses. In fact, in Ghana, when we hear that businesses are not living up to 50 years, then it becomes heartbreaking. I'm not sure if we are to count businesses, companies, corporations that have lived for 50 years in Ghana, we get even up to 10. So are you likely to get up to 10?
No.
Well, someone like Despite, I think.
50 years.
50 years, not yet. I mean, he's even 60. I was thinking you were talking about the longer businesses running. You will consider him.
Oh, okay, for those running. No, I want to, do we have some up to about 10 companies, corporate that have lived like 50 years in Ghana?
Well, it's rare. Even
we will get some. Ghana Rubber, for instance, they started in 1956 or something, but it's not proper Ghanaian kind of. The Lebanese establishing it.
No, I know the typically
Ghanaian company
like appear men come on the ND. Go appear men come for you. Why should appear men can die? With all the profit and the money they made, why should they die?
Because the owner or the whoever started it is no more. That's how
and also another problem.
Yeah. For us,
it is one of the problems.
Yes.
It's one of the problems. But we will be fine. So we pray that Shagsy will live longer and be around to also take care of other sources. Someone said, in this world, to make money, all that you need to do is to provide services. That is all it is about. Provide services, and that is your way of making money. Well, in Team Baby Solomon, Chemo is also here with us, and we are about to start talking digital Rasta. It's called Currency, who is handling our camera for us. Richie Flex is the editor director of the show, and you at the other side always supporting our works. God bless you. Now let's talk about Black Sherif's successful concert at the La Palm. Yesterday I got a voice note from Mr. Olo, who was one of our guest appearance here on Showbiz Daily, and he told us here Jumaneding, but he is going to prepare and come back hard. Yeah, so yesterday he sent me a voice note that, oh, Razami, we need to discuss the Black Sherif concert. I said, okay, what are the issues? Send it to me. Then he talked about the fact that there was so much pressure at the gates, the fact that they were struggling to scan the ticket and blah, 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 boom, boom, boom. But one thing was also uniformed in almost everyone who has commented on the program. The numbers. It was huge. Everywhere you go to, someone is talking about it. And I'm asking, what are some of the things accounting for such a successful show? Zama disco. Now there's no disco. The Zama concert.
No,
yes.
Zama disco concert.
Oh, it's still disco.
Yes, it is the mode that has been taken up.
Oh, okay. So the Zama disco concert, and this is the second time running. And trust me, what we all saw, I was not there myself, I couldn't make it, but the photos, the videos I have seen, sweet, they are just nice. And I think we need to commend Black Sherif and his team for that successful showing. Ro, you have been doing events.
Yeah.
What did the magic for Black Sherif?
I mean, Black Sherif's brand equity has obviously grown to some extent. And this is where, when you have such huge how do you call it, a reception with a very good team behind you, of course you can only do nothing but create magic like this. And I am very happy about how the show was also marketed. You see, this is the second year running, and the first year the show had no website and all that. In fact, the time it was even announced was even closer. But then this time they had about a month or two to launch the official website, start selling tickets. The moment the website was launched, tickets started selling, promo was ongoing. We saw billboards around town. And yes, we did not see Black Sherif moving from one media house to the other, maybe having interviews on the event to do, but the people in charge of organizing the whole concert knew the kind of brand they were dealing with and how marketable it is. And that is what they capitalized on to market the event. So, and also I believe that one thing that also worked for them was the experience they were able to create in the previous edition. The experience they were able to create in the previous edition. If anybody who was at last year's Zama Disco would realize that aside Black Sherif's performance on stage, there were so many experientials at the event. When it comes to photo booths, games,
like other activities,
yes, that would also keep you hooked, even aside whatever you were going to enjoy from Black Sherif on stage. So yes, those memories are things that can easily be marketed by even the patrons themselves, and that also play a key role. So anybody that was at last year will tell you, Charlie, the show they be when I went this and that, and definitely some others will be enthused, even without the online promo or the media promo. Some of these word of mouth marketing also help. Yes, exactly, and that is one of the reasons that accounted for the successful show that they had yesterday. So me, when I saw the numbers, I wasn't surprised actually. I wasn't surprised.
You were so sure about it.
I was so sure, and because the organizers are linked with other events in terms of medicals, planning and plotting and all that, I knew they were going to get fatigued at this particular event. I had a feeling they were going to. That's so. I am not surprised some people were talking about the challenges that they face in terms of scanning their stuff and all that. I was more concerned about security, if you ask me, because they did a change of venue. They did, yes. They did a change
Initially,
of venue.
they were going to do some something.
Exactly, around Trade Fair area, no? And as at that time, they took the whole place security and the people to the place to scout for possible security, how do you call it, arrangement. But because there was change of venue and it came at a later date or at a closer date to the event date, these things also played a major role in giving them stress in terms of how to deal with the crowd, because the other venue that was changed to this one had a bigger space than this one. So it would have been able to accommodate all the people that were here, and probably they would have had a little smooth ride in terms of accrediting the people into the place. So yes, the change of venue also, I would say, caused some of these hitches at the gate and all that, because as for the numbers, they were expecting the numbers, because when you go on the website 2 weeks or a week to this particular yesterday that they did the event, you go and you see sold out. Some of the ticket portals have been blocked, so you realize that yes, they know from the back end you definitely have data. And I like how the data collection, if far away from this particular event, has been a focus in terms of event organization, especially if not for anything during this festive season. Most of the event organizers are collecting data.
Wow.
Yes, in terms of people registering online. So you realize that even if it is a free concert, there is something to be done to get it. It is either you log in with your email, you sign up somewhere, and all these things are ways that event organizers can use even after the event to reach out to their patrons. First, when you don't have some of these data, it is very difficult for you to know, okay, which people, or even get certain feedbacks from the events that you did, aside relying on social media. But when you have this particular data, you are able to reach them easily, even without online or traditional media. At least the text and all these things are able to reach your patrons to even prompt them that, oh, we have a next event coming. So anybody can factor it in their plans. And all these things are things that I believe, yes, gradually I am happy we are adopting, and in the years to come it is going to become the norm of the day, where even if somebody is holding a free concert, yes, the person would also have some form of leverage to collect data. And that is one thing that is lacking in this country, because if you want to have any conversation, oh, 50,000 people came to my event, how do you prove the 50,000? And they will be telling then nobody has
nothing proper
to show. But this time people have correct data numbers at their back ends, so that when they tell you, oh, when I did this event, I had 20,000, there is evidence to show. So tomorrow, if they are seeking for sponsorship for the next event, they have correct data to argue the reason why they need such an amount of sponsorship. So it is good. I would say big ups to Focus and his team. I think they have a name, Extraordinaire or something, for their events,
for their productions,
for their productions and all that. And to
I
Black Sherif and his team, I will also want to say congratulations to him. At least second year running means that yes, with this reception,
there is something they have been advertising. Let me see if you have some more information on it. When they say it's a cashless program, or whatever,
exactly.
What do they mean when they say it's a cashless program?
So there was problems of telcos disappointing patrons at the event. So sometimes somebody would go, and because of security reasons, some people would want to do cashless, where people would want to keep money on their mobile phones, like the Momo that we all know. So they get to the event, and if there is a network hitch, you might find yourself wanting. So there was a system that has been, or there is a system that has been adopted, which is in collaboration with banks, where the banks are also going to open accounts, like a mini account, like Momo, for these patrons. So you load money from your Momo, or even if it is cash, you can transfer it into that particular account, where all the vendors available there all have those wallets. So it is just now about banking connection, and has nothing to do directly. Even if your Momo fails, you still have the bank to rely on. So at the end of the day, you can move with your mobile phone, just with maybe your smartphone, to the event, and you wouldn't have to carry lots of money in your pocket.
Now you have to load the money into that particular app.
Or that wallet.
And everybody there is
connected. I think Tidal Reef, they even did partnered with even a power bank company, where they were even able to give patrons power banks, because they know what your wallet is connected to theirs. So even if you take it away, they can deduct the money. So all these things are things that yes, it's new adoptions in the space, and most of the events especially at this time, are doing cashless now.
Well, to focus on his people, young guys who are making events attractive in Ghana, I'm so proud of them. Personally, I told Roland I would have to go for some lessons from them when it comes to event production. So far, so very dope. And they're also going to produce the Shatta Wale Uniland show. That is the 30th at the same venue, as a matter of fact, at the same venue. And I'm sure that is also going to be a blast. You guys have to be there on 30th for Uniland. Well, Chamo, Black Sherif's concert, I know you were not there, but we've seen some photos and videos already.
Yeah. And yeah, I think you can say that it was successful based on what we have seen. And it's not so surprising because at the moment, Black Sherif is one of our best musicians, or in fact, he's part of the A-listed artists that if you have to mention names, you will not leave him out. So if he's getting people like this or patrons filling the place, I mean, it's not that surprising because he has, now he's there, he has reached, he is one of, when you are mentioning names of Ghanaian artists doing well in the space right now, you will mention his name.
True.
Yes, and it's Road Boys. Are they still there?
Yeah, Road Boys.
Yeah, I think big ups to them.
Road Boys management.
Yes, they've been around, and I think they are supporting from behind. But I think their name is not out there like it used to be.
Yeah,
I think
I'm sure it is because of Black Sherif's affiliation with the Empire and those entities abroad.
Yeah.
Now he has some quasi management in the UK. Remember his court case with cruise people. It was a certain company in London that represented him. I'm sure that is why their names are not really up, but I still see them around him though.
Yeah, so big ups to Road Boys. I think they are doing a good job, regardless of what others are doing. I think they are still around supporting their man because he started with them. So they are still going. So yes, the show, I think it went well, and yes, I think I will agree with Roland that is because of the last time, like last year, what he did. I think that one went well. The people who went for that show were saying positive things about it, and it was a nice experience to have. So I think they will convince a lot of people, even by word of mouth, that Charlie, Black Sherif show, this is where you have to be if you want to have the experience. So I think it's a factor for them getting such numbers. People were looking out for it. People were looking out like, this is it, we are waiting for it to come on, and then we see how it goes. And again, I think the controversy of Muzama Disco thing also played a role. Yeah, I mean, after changing the name, people will be asking, so will it be the same thing or something will change? And I think, I mean, it worked to perfection. So that one too, we will say kudos to them. And I think marketing wise,
they did some good marketing too.
They did a good marketing as well. We didn't see him moving from radio station to TV station here and there, but yes, still it's working. So it's something that the radio stations and the TV station, they should learn. Now the big guys, knowing that they have alternatives, are moving out. They are not coming.
But it's true. I did not see him do any single interview.
Yes. So they should be aware that no, something is happening. If they have the means to change how they do their business now, then this is the time. Otherwise, it will be like we didn't do anything, but we lost. Like Nokia.
The Nokia story, yeah.
Yes. It will be the same story for them. Now things are changing. We are moving to the new era with AI and other stuff out there. You can market in so many ways. So you have to position yourself that you will not be out of the competition. And Black Sherif is giving us a good signal that hey, they are not coming, but still it is working. Even after not going to any media talk, look at how successful the whole thing is.
Yeah.
So if we know that a lot of the musicians don't have the resources now to go Black Sherif's way, or maybe Shatta Wale's way. but we will have few ones who will be doing it, and the others will be learning from them. Before you realize,
they'll be inspired by their ways.
Actions. Yes. Before you realize, nobody is coming again. So me, I think the radio station, TV station, the traditional media, they should
set up
from this. As for Black Sherif and his team, we will just say kudos to them. They have done well, and then more grace to their elbows for their next action. Yes.
Well, thank you so much, Intim Dodu Solomon, aka Chamo, for that one. Still on all the people who have events to do, we wish them all well. When events happen, so many people get employed. Yesterday, when I saw the way people were rushing, I said, wow, that was crazy. Imagine the number of people buying water, buying food, buying these drinks. That is good for the economy. Reason the government of Ghana should also be a part supporting whatever the creatives are doing. Reason when it comes to their taxes, they have to reduce it to the minimum, so these guys can do their things and still be okay. Because if they pull their hairs through their noses in the name of taxes, it is going to be a hard one for them to bear. But be fine. Nana Kwame Nokus is a presenter or a brand known for radio in Ghana. Of course, when it comes to urban radio, yes, that's the word I was going to say modern, but I think urban radio does it well. When it comes to urban radio, if we are to look for some of the pillars of urban radio in Ghana, I'm sure we will mention Nana Kwame Nokus' name anywhere. During his time at YFM, he had a short stint with Hits FM as well. And all these years, his agenda was one: promoting Ghana music. In the latest interview, he had said something that calls for a discussion, that calls for a review. Some people are worried about what he said because of the tag that Ghanaian musicians are ungrateful. But I want us to watch the video. Let's understand it from his point. If indeed Ghanaian musicians are ungrateful, and what we want to see from these people after doing our work as radio presenters, as media people. As it stands now, when I watched the video, some names even came up. I was also asking myself, okay, so what exactly was he expecting? Or what was ideal for these musicians to have done for or to Nana Kwame and his people? I want us to watch the video. When we come back, we will analyze his points and see if really and truly the musicians are guilty of the crime he is presenting to them. Let's watch this. When I come back, we talk some more.
If you released and Irene and Jane Stars of the Future what year? Nobody was playing it on radio. We came playing Irene and Jane. My personal fight. I resigned at Hits FM inside my 6 months probation because they won't let me play music like if you released and Irene and Jane Stars of the Future what year? Nobody was playing it on radio. We came playing Irene and Jane. My personal fight. I resigned at Hits FM inside my 6 months probation because they won't let me play music like Figaro, and so this was what was happening. And Reggie has even mentioned it before, that Payola killed hip life. That was how thick it was. If your music wasn't coming from these executive producers, you were not going to be played on radio. No. Zero. You were not going to be played on radio because it's not being paid for. So you couldn't just come from anywhere and be heard on radio. I personally did that. We fought the fight. At the time, I resigned at Hits 6 months. I didn't even have a bank account. But I was like, if you're not going to let me play this, it got to a time they wanted to do my drive 4 hours, and it was all going to be Ghana music. And that Ghana music was all appeals in the mix. That kind of song. The music had staled up, and they wanted me to pipe that alone. I'm like, assemble them, Buddha man, that time people were doing different things. Why are you not allowing these kids to be played? Till I had the chance to set up the station. And I intentionally made it a point that every show had a segment in it that was playing this music that wasn't getting airplay. We played it out till the rest of them started respecting what we're doing, and now they are all playing what we used to play, and we're all sounding the same. The rest of the station, the Joyce and things, this was not the type of music they were playing. Manifest. Who heard about Manifest if it wasn't for YFM? One Love Kubolo. We pushed this agenda and these boys got there. And when they got there, what did they do? They forgot about all of us. There was a time I chased down my late night show. I chased Stoneboy for 2.5 years for an interview and I gave up. Meanwhile, he's now with Bellamundi and them. When we were in the gutters, when we were in the trenches, where were Bellamundi and all of them people? Shatawale. The show that made Shatawale. I did that show. This station did that show. Alabadi Beach, 2013. If they want their music heard, they should now start going to venues and event organizers and play all over the place. They won't die.
The Nation's blogger has finally joined us after going to kiss his numerous girlfriends before he got to the studio. Now he's here, so we can continue with the agenda. Nation Zakwaba, were you at Black Sherif's concert?
Yes, I passed through.
You left quite early. Why?
I needed to go attend something equally important.
The girl was waiting. That's good.
I know, but
What picture can you paint from there for us?
I think so far, there's a few things about whom, with respect to our event organizers now.
Good.
Comparing it to those days, which means this year or for some years now, you can see some kind of growth in whatever that you are doing.
Okay.
The organization was, on point, coordination, everything was on point. And there's one thing that I loved for some years now. I'm saying, couple of years now, when say CCA happened, the cashless system, whereby you don't need to pull out a physical cash, but everything is linked with your Momo and bank end.
Okay.
We BBR too. And at some session today, there's a power bank system.
Yesterday, today did it.
No, but at some events, so
Okay.
we're going to compare in that aspect. At this power bank system, whereby maybe we phone call low battery and power which we are charging. So I think these are some of the improvements that you are seeing. But I forget to say promotions too did massive for them. They knew their target audience and they marketed it well. It wasn't moving from one radio station to the another. But
They did it.
to 2 years and they promoted everything well for it to reach the kind of people that they want.
Their targeted audience.
Yes. And at the end of the day, the turnout wasn't, easy. It was crazy looking at how people in hurry, trying to go there.
Did you enter? When you got there, did you enter?
At the moment when I got to the scene, I realized I need to relax more and see, because I said, "Ubia person go inside."
Rush, yeah.
Why you near me? Na Juma Fonso nim. I took my time, relaxed and me move, me crowd in the way and later on so me make it access to the place. But all being the same, management about so. And Blacko 2 did something crazy. The performance was, crazy.
Awesome.
How he appeared on stage with that car, that scene, everything. That was so amazing, and that's one good thing that we need to commend him. Moving forward, I think artists for no any management and so and they should bring out some of these things. And then this kind of talkabilities. Empress was there as usual.
Empress and Small God.
So I think these are some of the things I hear. So mama push agenda no na to say kind of play Ghana music and so let's support Ghana. But the support always I say is reciprocal. So whenever the people are supporting, find a way to also pay back that support, and trust me, we will build a vibrant industry. So far that was some of the good things that I saw there.
Very well. Just to give you this information, yesterday Shatawale commended you for your submission.
Wow. That was my kid, man.
Yeah, yesterday he really commended you. I think after the show he called and said, the guy who was sitting close to Chemu, that boy, he said something, so me pay attention to it. Yeah, so just to let you know. Now let's go back to Nokus's comment about some artists. Of course, we all watched the video. We heard exactly what he said. The support, the sacrifices that according to him he made for these artists, and now he thinks they have all been ungrateful to him. How do we address some of these issues?
Well,
I wanted Kobe. Yeah, Kobe. You are yeah.
Brass, these issues, say you can't say you address why should be blame you? Along the line, is it the industry that you be informed more shares no? Or man follow certain structures. There wasn't any structure, so I say buga thing. O presa anefa no nya baby agina. So the foundation wasn't good. So based on the foundation, be ban so no onya baby chokia no you okay. That is it. It applies to this same let's support this Ghana music agenda thing. Ukom say at the end of the day they have a targeted people that they want to push that agenda to favor them. So if you are not part of that group, you are not part of that 90% or 100% Ghana play thing. So these are some of the things now say you can say you pushy agenda here. We should open up and be fair and transparent to everybody. And if that is what we at the end of the day benefit will be, and even the underground or maybe the fast rising artists too equally benefit. But we are not seeing it like that. Now this man
if you are released if you and Irene and Jane stars of the future what year, nobody was playing it on radio. We came playing Irene and Jane. My personal fight, I resigned at Hits FM inside my 6 months probation because they won't let me play music like Figaro. And so
don't work with somebody with your own expectation. Say I want to achieve this within this period of time. So at the end of the day, if your expectations are not met, you come out saying say the person is ungrateful, the person doesn't pay you well. Meanwhile, you went there not because of the job, but because of what you want to do. So what at the end of the day will benefit you. So the intentions at some point are not clear. Ubia on a plan, ne agenda or deco. As I say, Matisse, oh, as soon as see a big company, we made a link. I call some quack per juma. Matisse or a bogger. It's me economy himself bogger the head me Jessica. So even if I'm paid at a pay that meets with respect to my requirements, because of say or a bogger, I'm expected to say the bogger should pay beyond that. So if the bogger is unable to pay that, at the end of the day, I tend to blame that kind of game. I think in some way, he's trying to, push out some of the agenda, some of the ills that for some years has been happening. But this time around, Mama, to set in the Americano, and we're here for this kind of blame games. Let us all sit up as industry and let's help reshaping this kind of thing. So, go through. So kind of said, some of these musicians, they should still go back to some of the old people that they started the journey with. You can never ignore them. It is very important, and it is something that we need to pay critical attention to. The very people that supported you when you were nobody, at certain point, at some point, maybe contributions, because there was some expertise at that time. Now you needed them, they brought on board, and it helped you. So I believe, say, they are not OGs as we see, but they have some experiences that when they bring on board, industry. So
thank you. Well, I'll talk about from there.
That's right. The issue of artists being ungrateful, there's a conversation that has been from Adam, and it is going to be there until the last man drops. Oh yes.
That is it. The last man will drop.
Yeah, exactly. If the last man doesn't drop, Aluta continue.
Victoria Seta.
We are continuing. That's what I think. In fact, in even generally in our walk of life, it is not everybody that is going to appreciate the effort that you put in whatever they do or in their lives. However, there are certain people that will still appreciate it, which is why some people would even advise, yes, count your blessings rather than your losses. It is better to see the glass half full than half empty. I know he was speaking to the recent agenda by Ghana thing. That is where his argument was tilted to. And I understand the pain in which he was talking from. In fact, when you look at the contributions that or the examples that he cited, and which is what he would want to use as how do you call it, the benchmark to tag these artists that are ungrateful or call them ungrateful. I know when you call all these artists and you would also question them about that same matter. In fact, they will also give you a total different picture of whatever happened, and at the end of the day it will be your word against my word. we know, yes, some people do not really show appreciation to the effort some people put in their craft or in their work. However, sometimes the people that are also being tagged ungrateful, expectations and exceed situations. There are some people who will do certain things not because they genuinely want to help you, or yes, but then they are doing it because they would want to reciprocate. They would want you to reciprocate whatever they are doing for you.
Okay.
And we know sometimes circumstances change, people change. There are certain instances that somebody can come through for you, and you can never go to the person's aid when the person needs you. It has happened. It happens to everybody.
Fact.
And the moment in life we come to terms with some of these things, I believe it will minimize the bitterness that sometimes we feel about certain situations. Let's put it at the back of our mind that yes, whatever you are doing, it is not a guarantee that somebody will reciprocate it. If we put that at the back of our mind, if somebody comes to pay back a good deed that you've done in the past for them, hallelujah, glory be to God. But if they don't, since you have this at the back of your mind that, oh, it is not, even in the Holy Book, when Jesus Christ healed how many? 10 lepers. Oh, how many came to thank him? It was just one. You understand? Meaning, even if we want to bring this, like we want to make it practical in our everyday life, you realize that, Charlie, there's even a high probability that the more you do, it is not that same lot that will come to show gratitude or reciprocate. So if we would want to live our lives by that, then I believe it is going to minimize the ayamiya that is in the industry. Because as it stands, there are so many people working with pains in the industry. Some are genuine, others are not. And what can we do about it? We can't do anything about it. Look at the example he cited about Stoneboy. The fact that, okay, he helped him. He was one of the people who helped promoted Stoneboy during his early days. And when Stoneboy gained grounds, he chased him for 2 years for an interview, and he didn't get. Yet now he's sitting with Belamundis and all that. What can you do about it? There's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it. And if we should pull your whole life down, we will still get similar example in there.
Exactly.
So sometimes, yes, because it is based on morals and not contractual. When you are the receiving end, it is not a pleasant experience. That one we all know. When you are the receiving end, it is never a pleasant experience that you would even wish somebody experiences it. But then, it is part of life. It is part of life. Unfortunately, some you will win, some you wouldn't win. I'm sure among the so many people that he's helped promote, there are others that have showed him gratitude.
Sure.
I don't want to believe that all of them did not show gratitude. That we know is impossible. Definitely there will be some people who would show gratitude, and if it is even one person, I believe that energy should rather go to the person and praise for the situation that he was into. That if the people are calling for play Ghana, then it means play my song. That one is true. That one there is true. As for that biasness there, it is true. Now play Ghana. See, play everybody's song and don't play Samini song. You see.
You are not playing Ghana.
Of course. We hear upcoming or young acts every day that they say the media is so focused on the top artists. Whatever the top artist does, even if it is unnecessary, the media will talk about it. But the good things that they are doing, the media is not talking about it. Meanwhile, this same top artist is also saying we don't play them. We don't play their songs. But the young acts are complaining, you guys are playing these guys' songs too much. So how do we draw the balance here? How do we make sense out of these two situations? We can only do what we can and nothing else. We can only do what we can. So the way he's charging at them there, well, he's using a different pain to attack a different situation. That's what I feel. He's using a different pain to attack a different situation. the yes, we know play Ghana means play my song, but the example that he's using is like it has nothing to, I don't see any correlation between the example that he's using to talk about whatever he's talking about, like the current situation. Because if it is about an experience that somebody you've experienced with somebody, what has that thing got to do with somebody requesting that you play his songs more? It is not, unless maybe Sammy Flex, that is part of the whole entourage saying play Ghana. You have a personal experience with Sammy Flex, of which he has with all of them.
Fact.
Of which he has with almost all of them that went to the press conference that day. If that is the case, be a chrononym, open the conversation and speak to it. Let us know that once I mean the same way, say who were your strong same way, ABCD, then we know how to address it. But if you want to use other experiences to speak about this particular situation, yes, Ningina has its pros and cons, but then there's no correlation. However, whatever he's saying there, artists being ungrateful, and young baby, tomorrow we will wake up, artists will also come and say event organizers are ungrateful, managers are ungrateful, why are ungrateful. It is not in common. So until the last man drops that ungrateful tag, you see, I was saying bad boy.
Chamu takes over and wraps up on that topic.
It's a difficult one. The thing is, people who claim that somebody or some people are ungrateful almost always is trying to project what they have experienced personally, but they will not speak to it specifically. They will rather generalize it and say artists are ungrateful. And again, one thing that I have also observed is that most of them, I mean maybe few ones, the artists may go around asking them to do them a favor and play their songs, but most of them, they did it because the songs were good. They did it because they were doing their job, but still they will say the artists are ungrateful. And in fact, some of them don't even have personal relations or personal relationship with the artists, but they will still say that they are ungrateful. Meanwhile, they don't even know them, they don't have their contacts, but still they will call them ungrateful because they were doing their work, and because of that, some people feel that they will also have to reciprocate or do something for them without even knowing that they are helping them or they are doing their jobs. So for me, I think he had something personal, but he decided to push it to the whole thing, what is happening, and also give his narration. Yes, I think we have people like that. In fact, even in this house, when Black Sherif was coming up, I remember some of the things that I was saying about him, how I was defending some of his works when he was coming up. But later, people were saying that I hate him.
You were a hater.
Black Sherif, I have not met him before. He hasn't seen me. So I don't think it would be fair for me to go anywhere and say, you don't know how I was pushing your song, I was fighting for you, and you are not saying anything for me, so you are ungrateful. He doesn't know me, and he didn't contract me to do anything for him. Then I decided to push it. And it's because I won't do it for anybody. I will do it for specific people based on how I feel and how I see their work.
Exactly.
So if he comes out and be like, artists are ungrateful, you were doing your job, go and play any other nyama nyama song. You want to play any other song? If you think that you are doing them a favor, stop it and do other people that you don't know, other people who are not giving a song that people want, and let's see if you have a job. You won't. So you are doing your job. Don't use that as you are doing people a favor. Yes, it will be nice when they hear the things that you are doing, and by the way, they are benefiting from it. I think they can't run away from it. If you are playing their song, obviously they are benefiting from it. So if they see it, if they recognize your effort and they want to appreciate you, fine, that's good. But if they are not seeing it, if they will not acknowledge it, you are doing your job. It should end there. You are getting paid based on the things that
kind of work you are doing.
So don't call them ungrateful. Yes, we wish that people that you have helped. In fact, I think it will only be legitimate when you have that personal relationship with them. Then some of them ask you to help them in that sense, but they couldn't, reciprocate or do something for you, then fine. But doing your job, now fighting, through his narration, I think he said that at some point they came up with Play Ghana, but specific producers song, the Play Ghana thing, and then he decided to kick against it. Those people didn't tell you that fight for us so that it will not be, it is Play Ghana by some specific person. You see, nobody came to tell you that no, don't fight for us or don't allow them to do that. You did it because you thought you were doing good, and at the same time those people too need that kind of assistance from your own whatever, like at the point the conviction that you had moved you to do some of these things. So you have done it, you can talk about it, be happy about things that you think you have done to contribute to the progress or the development of the industry. But to reduce it to the point that some people are ungrateful because you didn't see them reciprocating or doing something for you to also feel good, I would disagree with him. But the general point, I agree that when there's an agenda or when people are saying let's do this, mostly they are saying that do it for me. So the guy is just angry about those the kind of experience that he had with some of them, and now trying to rubbish or push it on others and saying that artists are ungrateful. I don't think it's a fair comment to make, but he can be specific and talk about certain people and how he dealt with them. I think that one will make sense than to generalize it and say artists are ungrateful. Whether you play it or not, they if their songs are good, it will find their way some way somehow. The point is that you may decide not to play because but somebody will play because they love it.
They also love the songs, yeah.
So it will come out anyway, with or without you. So if you are the one doing it, yes, it is good to get that recognition. It is good to feel that some people appreciate you, but it's not an entitlement.
Don't force it.
No, don't feel like you are entitled to get something like that. Like people should appreciate you, and just do your thing. Some people will call you a hero, and that is it. And if you make money out of it, good for you. Hallelujah. By calling people ungrateful, no, I don't think it's a right word to use for artists. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Chemo, Roland Amate, and man like Kobe Josvan. Now, let's move on to do the next business, and I would want to read this story from Ghana Web. Maybe director would also assist us with a video in addition. It says, I was ready to pay $10,000 to Sarkodie for a feature. He ignored the verses I sent to him. And this is an angry Mr. Logic talking. And the story here reads, when it comes to collaboration among Ghanaian artists, renowned rapper Sarkodie seems to headline such conversations. This is because some artists have accused Sarkodie of avoiding their collaboration requests. The chief executive officer of Red Panther Music, Mr. Logic, has disclosed that he, on several attempts, tried to feature Sarkodie on some songs he wrote, but the rapper ignored the verses he sent to him. Ghanaian artists like Sammy, Kwakese Edem, and Nigerian female singer Yemi Alade, among others, shared similar issues with the rapper, as they claim Sarkodie had constantly declined a feature with them. Mr. Logic furthered that he was willing to pay an amount of money to get a collaboration with Sarkodie, but that was unsuccessful. He said that "You Go Kill Me" hitmaker requested the verses, but he never got back to him. In a discussion with Andy Dusty on Hits FM, shared on Twitter, he said, I was ready to go the business way. I was ready to make an offer, but Angel told me Sarkodie does not care about the money. I approached Angel and told him I was ready to pay for a feature from Sarkodie. I informed him about my decision. DJ Mensah told me that the money wouldn't be enough, but I should send him the song so he could forward it to Sarkodie. I did that and followed up on the song until now. The song never came. the songs were very good. And so it hurts. I'm not an industry kid. I'm an industry guru. I've been doing this work for 20 years, both in Ghana and abroad. I'm not a kid. I was here when Sarkodie came into the limelight. I know Sarkodie, so I have every right to feel this way. And this is Mr. Logic talking. Now, my question is this simple. Features. How do we come to that realization that it is not every feature you would need from an artist that he will say yes? And an artist not responding to your feature request does not mean he hates you or he does not like you or he sees less of you. It comes to feature someone comes with so many considerations. I'm sure if Shatawale is not a strong guy, in recent times he would regret featuring J-Bad. If he's not a strong guy, he takes things to heart so much. In recent times, I'm telling you, he would regret featuring J-Bad. Because after featuring J-Bad's song, we all heard what happened in Ghana. Interest, the song is still doing well. So, Mr. Logic's cry, Sammy's cry, and any other person's cry for a feature. Moving forward, as an industry, 2024, are we still going to be crying about features? Its request, denier, and all that? Well, let's listen to Mr. Logic talking. I'll be right back.
Talking about SAC, I don't want to make mention of some few things. Yeah. SAC, talking about SAC, I don't want to make mention of some few things. Yeah. SAC does these things to some of the people. He does some of these things to some of the people. It shouldn't always be based on relationships, Andy. Once the person is an industry person and you know the person by their work, when they reach out and the song is good, give them a verse. Me myself, I'm saying this on radio. Bull. I spoke to Angel. I spoke to DJ Mensa. I went to meet Sack at a Villaggio. One-on-one, me, this, Sack, this, we sat. I sent song. Sack himself messaged me, send the song. I sent the song to Sack. Up to now, the verse never came, Andy.
Wow.
Yes, that's if you treat me like this, you don't expect me to sit on radio and then I'll also be saying nice things. I also say the other things about.
Well, maybe. What if he's not feeling the song?
Andy, what is feeling the song? The song I sent, if you play it here now, if you
but it doesn't matter if the artist is not feeling it.
Andy.
But this is what I want to say.
About not feeling the song. Some of this, when it comes, we shouldn't give counter argument.
No, be counter argument. Wait, let me say this. The
reality is bull.
No. What you are saying.
I imagine the way me and Angel and DJ Mensa how we did. It's a clique of friends.
We are. But what I want to say, what I want to say, maybe in Sack's defense, what I want to say. Let me say this.
Honestly, you need to put it to Sack because you see, Sack is a man that likes the truth. Let's put the truth to him.
So it's good you are speaking the truth. For me to go
as far as telling you that Sack himself.
Yes,
because I was engaging Angel, and the pressure that was going on Angel realized, Charlie, I need to pass you on to the man because the way the pressure they I don't want it to look as if I'm blocking you from getting to Sack. That was a good thing Angel did because he didn't want to kind of solve the relationship.
Today be named there on the top
That is why I won't mention Angel's name. Then Angel say, bro, the way me that you did. I don't want to make it look like say it be me they cause the problem. I beg, hit the big man up yourself. Then I hit Sack up. Then he responded. I hit him back. He responded. He said, send the songs. Bulldog, I sent about 5 songs. And this, I will not sit here and say they are dope songs because in my perspective. But these are dope.
That's what I'm saying. Dope. So it could be dope with you. He may not feel the vibe.
And I'm a technical man. I know
you don't understand that, but Mr. Logic,
I know what's up.
No, I beg you. Mr. Logic, can you? Can you? I'm not defending.
Yes.
But I'm only probing more. Right. Here is a case for somebody like you, who has. I mean, you've been there.
Yes.
What haven't you done?
Sure.
But I'm sure someone will send you a song and you go like, I don't know, but there's something about the song I know they grasp.
But he didn't even make that recommendation safe. So Charlie, I recommend you change this or change that. I sent about 4 songs.
Again, there'll be also a time. We'll be on my
got to a point.
Look. Let me be very honest with you. I know I have like 3 or 4 artists I have to apologize to. Hagler said some boys came complaining bitterly. Said they send me some song, make a feature. I know who be himself. You mean some boys, they come, they cry to him, and then they send me some song. I for bless them with verse. I know do them till now. I don't even remember. My own Imrana, Charlie, imagine Imrana. Imrana sent me a song like early this year.
Yes.
I write them already. Just go to the studio. I get studio, I go fit do but sebe. So that one there.
You know, say you do. I really don't like. The reason why I don't like mentioning some of these things is because when you mention them,
no.
Each and everybody has relationship in the industry. So one way or the other, I'm not sure Bulldog will sit here for me to.
No.
You know Tiflo, right?
Yeah, I know.
No, boy, Tiflo sent me song 2 years ago.
No, wait.
Till now, I don't sing.
You see this conversation, this conversation is very, very important.
Right.
Me, I say next year, yeah, it will be healing year for all of us. Because if we don't call out names,
it'll be very bad.
We don't
go nowhere. We are going nowhere.
Again, I understand where Mr. Logic is coming from, right? And I just want to say something in Sack's defense. Say just something.
It's really sad.
Listen, Sack, or I'll say, would hear somebody from somewhere. And so let me jump on the song. Now, maybe in his mind, the song has been playing so much that he has a verse for it, right? Mm-hmm. So he calls the person and say, come and take a verse. Now, if you approach Sack with a song, maybe he doesn't understand the song. Mm-hmm. No, be saying no. They feel the song. I'm just saying. No, I'm saying that it is not that
by force.
Not be by force. So what I'm saying is, look, there's some songs that you go hear Sack on them. Yeah. And you know they hear himself on them. No, I want you to because you are a songwriter too.
Yeah, I understand.
Now what?
He may not connect with the song.
Good, what Sack? What if Sack did something wrong in this your matter?
Yes.
Sack should have gotten back to you.
That's why I'm saying that. That is where that's where my hurt is.
That is where Samini also came.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good at all. Okay. Do you know what even hurts me the most? I didn't approach. First, I approached on a friendly level. I approached Angel on a friendly level. And I said, bro, I know the level your man did. Sack in level, at the respecting level. And I don't want it to be based on relationship or knowing Mr. Logic or whatever. I'm ready to go the business way. I'm ready to make an offer. And Angel told me that, look, my man, it not be always about the money. And listen, that's what I'm saying, that it hurts. Yeah. I'm not an industry kid. I'm an industry guru. I've been doing this way for 20 years, so Andy. And you're gonna that's bull. Not be today we start. A day before Sack blow. A day this industry before Sack blow. I used to see Sack when he used to come daughter Duncan. And not be today no Sack. So I have every right to feel this way. Then I say, Angel, the way I respect your man, make Angel open in conversation. I say, the way I respect your man, I'm ready to pay. Even if it means paying. I'm ready to pay $10,000. I call DJ Mensa, I'm ready to pay $10,000. He said, DJ Mensa, $10,000 there, your man no go do what? He no go take. What's a Mensa? So if me, the way me that you day.
Okay, they agree on answer.
Any place so. If the way me that you day, if I'm ready to pay $10,000 and you tell me say your man no go take, then it means say if some of us who have these known faces and we put in the work in the industry, you won't accept $10,000 from us. Then who are you going to accept from?
No, did you mention that amount or you're just making
an
assumption?
DJ Mensa ask Sam if I'm lying. Call DJ Mensa ask Sam.
Listen.
DJ Mensa is my friend. I won't lie on him. He told me plain look, my man, 10K, you know go be. This is how it works. It's either he doesn't take the money and will do it for you, or the money is not enough. What's okay? Now what should I do now? He said the money may not be enough. But send me the song. Let me forward it to him. I sent DJ Mensa the song, about 3 of the songs. I sent Angel about 4 songs. Then Angel sent me Sack in number. Say, bro, follow up. Because I do all I can. My money be like make tight, but follow up yourself. Then I followed up. The man responded to me. He asked me to send the songs. I sent them. Andy, this is not somebody who came begging. I didn't come begging. I say I need to respect your craft. So if I'm saying this, what King Promise say? Let's go into King Promise's archives. How many artists have reached out? That he didn't mind them. Make we need to talk like say when it happens to us, then it's a case. When it happens to other people, it be nothing. We will not.
That was Mr. Logic, CEO of Red Panther Productions. Obviously not a happy man for Sarkodie's decision for not responding to his feature request. 2023 is about ending in the next 11 days. In 2024, are we still going to be fighting this fight, or by the time this year will end, we would have learned that features are not by force, or features are not automatic for every artist, whether the person who is going to request or the person who is going to do it? When are we going to understand this? Ro, are we going to understand this?
No.
We won't understand.
No. Why? From 2024 going crap, these cases will come plenty. Oh yes, didn't you hear what Bulldog said? He said
it's going to be a year of
healing, and because we should be able to call out some of these situations and call out some of these people.
Oh, I'm sure he would features.
Oh,
Like maybe he thinks those who offend us, we don't have to.
and you know how many people are in the same situation when it comes to features? Oh, plenty. In fact, every artist that has ever gained prominence in this country or even small hype has this situation in their closet. All the artists, Obia will blow chrome head, even if it is one hit, all of them have this kind of stories in their closet. So just imagine everybody who has had some of this encounter saying 2024 is a healing year. We have to speak it out so we heal. Imagine how many of them you are going to hear. So we are not going to stop. We are not going to stop because, unfortunately, I am very disappointed in a friend say, Mr. Logic. Oh yes.
Why?
You see, with his level of experience in this particular game, for him to be talking like this, I am disappointed, Basami. So is Mr. Logic saying that he has never turned down somebody on a feature?
As if people go to you for features.
Oh.
On his defense, he said Sarkodie didn't respond. That's his problem. But he doesn't want that.
What I mean is that that the people go to Mr. Logic for features.
Mr. Logic no dey pick people dem are causing. He no go pick your concept, much less tell you to send the song. And we want to say what? You think if we should open up this conversation and put Logic on a hot seat and call people, okay, come and also tell your side of the story. You think Logic will have a seat to sit on? Oh, let's not bring some of these things crowd. I mean, we will hurt ourselves. What is you trying to, because, and you see, it is not as if the person took your money and didn't do the feature for you. The person simply could not connect, and I don't know why, even when they were telling him that, oh, perhaps he didn't connect with the materials you sent him, we were like,
Technical.
like you are a technical, and so what?
So he knows dope songs.
No, and nobody is downplaying your how do you call it, your technicalities or your experience or your knowledge in the game. Nobody. In fact, that should even tell you that this is not water for you to say, oh, if this is water, it is water. Give me the water and the person will bring you the water. No, music is not done like that. Mr. Logic knows music has its spiritual or other side of it, and he believes in that. So if the person doesn't connect with you spiritually, how do you expect the person to do that particular record with you? It is not done anywhere. There are certain songs that, and you see, the process in which he was also going through to, you were ready to pay him $10,000. Did the person charge you $10,000?
No.
So
He thought that was an appreciable amount of money.
that is you. That is you. You see, you are just asking yourself questions. You are asking the person questions and you are answering yourself. You are not waiting for the person to answer you. Even if the person is answering you indirectly, you are still not listening. You are not paying attention. That is the situation here. For the when you went through the manager, it was okay, A, B, C, D. And in fact, see, I thank God for the move Angel did. If not, Anka, by this time, they will put Sack aside and Angel. They will use Angel as a point of contact to all artist managers. Yes. Osi acquire company. Osi acquire association. Artist managers.
There's an Angel that bring a song. Let me forward it to.
Yes. And when he
forwarding it to Angel, Angel said, hate the man yourself.
No, it was because Angel has
sent a signal to tell him that
no, Angel has sent the song to Sack and was not getting the response. And Logic was giving Angel pressure. So Angel definitely would know that with the way Mr. Logic is giving me pressure, I'm sure he thinks I am the one blocking his chances. So bro, connect to the man himself. And when you connected, he also did you the same thing he did me. Send the song. Just like I sent your song to him, he also asked you to send the song, and you sent the song, and the person didn't connect with it. How difficult is this situation? I am sure there are so many people's songs sitting in Mr. Logic's archives unattended to. There are so many situations. If away from even features and songs, there are so many people knocking on Mr. Logic's door that he's not minding them. And for whatever reason, he's even not telling them. If Sark had even told him that, Mr. Logic, these your product or materials I don't connect to, that one would have even
technical person song.
That no, it's not even about technical person. Did you hear what Sammy did to Sarkodie? When Sarkodie did not hit to his feature, you small boy, when did you come? You see Mr. Logic's statement. I was there when you went to Dr. Danka. I was there when you were coming. I am an industry person, not be industry kid. Boss, which institution? Sabi, who made you the headmaster? Is it mandatory? If it is not mandatory, then why would we want to? And it is not as if the person took your money that he was going to do the feature for you and he chopped your money. Family has chopped people's money and has not been able to return it, but still feature like are going to. Nobody died. There are people who have chopped people's money and they did not get the feature. How about that? That's what I'm coming to me. Mr. Logic should tone down. This issue is not an issue that he should get so worked over. And besides, who even says featuring Sarkodie is a guarantee that you are even going to hit? Who even says? Yes, we know Sarkodie has done multiple hits, but Ninyum Nina hit. Features na Sarkodie Nina hit. Mr. Logic, what kind of paint ben or cotton paint is Sarkodie? Some will.
Okay, come in. Feature to do or not to do.
Razame. No credit or high. Jenkan Street.
Okay.
First of all, my boss Sarkodie abaso.
Good.
Why you doing? Over the years we are proving we stay consistent with industry anymore.
True.
And we are proving be wrong. But say Mr. Logic say our experience will give him now for so many years now. We know who Sarkodie. Then me person business experience being when you space. Cause at this time most I know Juma Sarkodie no and Jamie to say yade can't one.
Can't one, sir.
At this time most I know Juma Sarkodie now one Jamie on our doubt say beat name like in Jom name fan. And you speaking as a technical person now, you know the some of the factors that you consider before say we even feature an artist or even jam on a song. Sometimes we bet to send on jump, and yes, you don't want to do it. But when you are not in your own or in your good element, you cannot do it because in jump nankasa is spiritual. Sometimes you need to connect with certain things. It's not something you tell me on say. Artists, they go to the seaside, to just reconnect with certain things. We never pick a vibe. So you, as a technical person, was it? Yes. Continue. For all these years, I can say almost 2 decades, and even beyond. And you are speaking like this. They say rule like kind. I'm very disappointed in him. Because I'm not expecting someone like Mr. Logic to speak like this. A whole Mr. Logic speaking like this. I am very disappointed in him. And 2, featuring is not by force. It is not a guarantee. It is up to the person to decide to do or not. I am a business person. You want to do business with me? I'm not ready to do the business. A time maybe in the future I'll be willing to do a business with you. But at the moment I don't feel like doing a business with you. Does it call for a hit? And this is some of the things in the industry because emotions, self-entitlement. I'm a technical man. I have this experience. So if I need this offer from Sammy Flex, I have to pick my call and you by force. And you want to phone the man. So if we understand certain things like this, we always find our way to. The only thing personally, anya me there was Sarkodie side ne say anka ode or responded no can be channel and even now I'm going to oh at least say you pen no creno if you can say nyet da e dey asemeba
I don't connect. I don't have time. I can't do it.
So all these factors need na account. So I think say I don't see this whole thing saying because a whole Mr. Logic talking like this. Then don't expect a collabi or kasa or baby no baby son and say didn't no cancer or like why is he speaking like this or why is he talking like this? Because with all these years experience, say as a music person, as a pundit, as a critic, and you are speaking like this, oh Mr. Logic, come back again.
Okay, Chamo.
Yeah, I think Mr. Logic, he's not trying, not even trying, he's not being fair to Sarkodie in any way. And I think he wasn't happy with the results that he got. The response wasn't so pleasant for him. And then this was an opportunity for him to hit back. I think he just took the opportunity to hit back or to register his displeasure of the situation, why Sarkodie didn't give him what he wanted at that time. I think that's all. If because the signal came from when you sent it to DJ Mensa, and then DJ Mensa said, "Oh, this one talk to Angel." I'm 100% sure that DJ Mensa will show you to Sarkodie. So it went to Angel. Angel would definitely show it to Sarkodie. And then there was no positive response. Angel didn't want to give negative news as usual, like Ghanaians. So he would say, "Oh, you now
hate the big man yourself."
In fact, thou should have given him a signal that Charlie, this one ain't connected. If Angel come to tell you, if Angel will come out and tell you, Angel tells you that, oh, hate the big man yourself, Enfa. So at that point you should know your stand. So again, you call the big man and he says, oh, send me the song. Angel I'm fan sending. Angel I'm boamanenti. DJ Mensa I'm boanchere. And no send me the song. The signals were there that this thing is not connected, but no, he refused to just accept it in that at that level. Then he did it to Sarkodie, hoping that Sarkodie will say something. And then Sarkodie, knowing very well how we receive certain kind of messages, he decided not to speak or say anything. And this is not the first time. I mean, as he even referenced Sammy's own. So know that is the same response that everybody will get from Sarkodie. If he is not responding to your message, it means no. But simple. It's so simple. At this time, I think they should understand. And yes, you see, the writer mentioned a lot of names. Kwakese, Yemi Alade, Fred Mewe. Like, the list is there to tell you that if Sarkodie is not responding, it means no. But still, they don't want to accept that. When they get opportunity, they also say other things. And I'm very sure that if Sarkodie makes a mistake and say no, like explicitly say no one day, you will see the results. And if he wants to experiment, let him say no one day and let's see how it will go. They will, in fact, they will give it to him to like some people say. So this is his approach. I think he has done it so many times that we should know that this is how he goes about his thing. If he's not responding, it means no. They should just take it like that. And I think Mr. Logic, he's not being fair to Sarkodie, so he shouldn't go that direction. I mean, this is not fair. This is Sarkodie's way of telling you no. If you don't like the response, just take it like that. Like, in fact, you could have even say, I wanted to connect with Sarkodie. He said no. For Sarkodie to come out and say that, no, I didn't say that. Then you go like, okay, you not responding to me, what does it mean? let's also go that direction and see. Somebody should come out and give the explicit answer. No, I approached Sarkodie. He said no, and let's see how Sarkodie will come and respond to that. I think nobody is trying that. Then we should take it that if Sarkodie is not responding to you, it means no. Those that he responds to, he's been featuring or he's been doing it
working with them, yeah.
So we should understand him in that direction and stop. Sometimes when the opportunity comes, then people will hate him small. And but this is him. I think we should be okay with his approach. But for now, I mean, for him, this is how he will go about his thing.
Well, this is how we end today's edition of Showbiz Daily here on Sammy Flex TV. I know it has been awesome, very thought-provocative, and I've enjoyed submissions from my panel members in Team Dodo Solomon Chemo, Roland Amate, and the nation's blogger Kobe Josman. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, Digital Rasta is called Currency, who did our camera for us. Richie Flex is the editor director of the show. And to you out there, God bless you guys, and thanks so much for being a part of our shows. We really appreciate you guys. You guys have been fantastic. You guys have been awesome, and I pray that when we meet again some other time, it is going to be more blessings and blessings. My name is Sammy Flex. I'll see you when I see you. Let's connect still. Let's connect to do some more, because we are here for God's. Before I sign out, finally, we are still enjoying our weekly Freedom Pizza. Yeah, it is a weekly Freedom Pizza. In fact, the one who has been biting more is sitting left. My immediate left is the biggest biter of the Freedom Pizza. So if you are also a lover of pizza and you're in Accra, please don't look far. Just look for Freedom Pizza, and they are going to make sure you'll be fine. This evening, our Friday night will not go without Freedom Pizza. Yeah. Enjoy it, enjoy some more, and let's do this some other time. My name is Sammy Flex. We're out of here. Ta-ta.